What happens if you pour banana peel water into your mango tree? It sounds like a kitchen hack, doesn't it? Something you might see on a quick social media clip and scroll past. But what if I told you that this simple, zero-cost liquid could be the secret to unlocking sweeter fruit, stronger branches, and a root system that defies drought? Most people throw their peels in the trash, unaware they are tossing away a potent, natural fertilizer specifically tailored for tropical giants. Today, we are going to find out exactly what happens when you bridge the gap between your kitchen waste and your orchard's health. The results might just change how you garden forever. Before we dive into the science and the soil, do me a quick favor. If you want to grow more food with less effort and fewer chemicals, hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep bringing you these deep dive guides that actually work in real gardens, not just in theory. Join our community of growers who are turning their backyards into productive havens. Now, let's get into the dirt. To understand why banana peel water works, we first have to look at what is actually inside that yellow skin. When we talk about banana peel water, we aren't just talking about flavored water. We are talking about a nutrient-rich extraction process. Banana peels are biologically designed by nature to protect the fruit and provide it with energy as it ripens. This means they are packed with concentrated minerals and organic compounds that remain even after the fruit is eaten. The primary powerhouse in banana peels is potassium. In fact, bananas are one of the most famous natural sources of this mineral. But it's not just potassium. The peels also contain significant amounts of phosphorus, calcium, and magnesium, along with trace amounts of nitrogen, sulfur, and manganese. Let's break down what these elements actually do, because knowing the why helps you use them better. Potassium, often referred to as potash in gardening terms, is the regulator of the plant's internal systems. Chemically, it exists as an ion that helps maintain turgor pressure within plant cells. Think of turgor pressure like the air in a bicycle tire. It keeps the plant standing upright and rigid. Without enough potassium, plants become limp and weak. But beyond structure, potassium is the master switch for enzyme activation. It controls the opening and closing of stomata, those tiny pores on leaves that allow the plant to breathe and regulate water loss. This is crucial for drought resistance. Next, we have phosphorus. While present in smaller quantities than potassium, the phosphorus in banana peels is highly bioavailable, meaning it's easy for microbes in the soil to break it down so roots can absorb it. Phosphorus is the energy currency of the plant. It is a key component of ATP, the molecule that stores and transfers energy within cells. Every time a plant grows a new root, opens a flower, or synthesizes sugar, it is using phosphorus. Then there is calcium. You might think of calcium for bones, but for plants, it is the glue that holds cell walls together. It provides structural integrity and helps prevent diseases like blossom end rot. Although that is more common in tomatoes, the principle applies to fruit development in general. Calcium also aids in cell division, which is vital for young, growing tissues. Magnesium is another critical component found in the peels. Magnesium is the central atom in the chlorophyll molecule. Chlorophyll is what makes plants green and allows them to perform photosynthesis. No magnesium means no efficient sunlight capture, which means slower growth and paler leaves. When you soak these peels in water, you're creating a leachate. The water pulls these soluble minerals out of the fibrous tissue of the peel. However, it is important to note that this is not a complete fertilizer. It is low in nitrogen, which is the primary driver of leafy green growth. This specific chemical profile, high potassium, moderate phosphorus, and calcium, low nitrogen, is what makes banana peel water unique. It is not a general-purpose food, it is a specialized supplement. The fermentation process, if you choose to ferment the peels rather than just soak them, also introduces beneficial microbes and organic acids that can help lower soil pH slightly and improve nutrient uptake. But even in a simple cold water soak, you are extracting a potent cocktail of minerals that directly influences how a plant manages energy, water, and structural growth. Now let's look at the recipient of this liquid, the mango tree. To understand why banana peel water is such a good match, we need to understand what a mango tree craves to thrive. Mangoes are not like lettuce or corn. They are long-lived, woody perennials with specific physiological demands that change as they mature. Mango trees are heavy feeders, But they are picky eaters. They require a balanced diet, but their needs shift dramatically depending on whether they are in a vegetative growth phase or a reproductive flowering and fruiting phase. During the vegetative stage, when the tree is pushing out new leaves and branches, it needs nitrogen. However, as the tree matures and prepares to flower, its demand for nitrogen drops and its hunger for potassium and phosphorus skyrockets. This is where the connection becomes obvious. Potassium is arguably the most critical nutrient for fruit quality in mangoes. It directly influences the size, weight, and sweetness of the fruit. A mango tree deficient in potassium will produce small, bland fruits that may drop prematurely. The tree struggles to transport sugars from the leaves to the developing fruit. By providing a potassium-rich source like banana peel water, you are essentially fueling the sugar transport highway of the tree. Phosphorus is equally vital for the mango, particularly for root development and flower initiation. Mango trees have extensive root systems that need to explore large volumes of soil to find water and nutrients. Phosphorus encourages this root branching. Furthermore, the transition from leaf growth to flower bud formation is triggered by hormonal changes that rely heavily on phosphorus availability. If your mango tree is lush and green but refuses to flower, it might be suffering from excess nitrogen and a lack of phosphorus. Banana peel water helps correct this balance by providing phosphorus without adding excessive nitrogen. Calcium plays a subtle but essential role in mango cultivation. It strengthens the cell walls of the fruit skin. A mango with strong cell walls is less prone to cracking during rapid growth phases and is more resistant to fungal infections and physical damage during harvest. It also improves the shelf life of the fruit after you pick it. Magnesium supports the massive canopy of the mango tree. A mature mango tree has thousands of leaves acting as solar panels. To keep these leaves dark green and efficient at photosynthesis throughout the hot tropical or subtropical summers, magnesium is non-negotiable. Deficiency shows up as yellowing between the leaf veins, a condition called intervenal chlorosis. Banana peel water provides a steady, gentle supply of magnesium to keep that canopy dense and productive. It is also worth noting that mango trees prefer slightly acidic to neutral soil. The organic acids released from decomposing banana peels can help maintain this preferred pH range, ensuring that other nutrients in the soil remain available to the roots. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, which can salt the soil and raise pH over time, banana peel water acts as a gentle conditioner. It feeds the soil biology as much as it feeds the tree. The microbes in the soil love the organic matter from the peels, and a healthy soil microbiome translates to a healthier, more resilient tree. So, when you look at the nutrient profile of the peel and the nutritional demands of the mango, you see a near-perfect alignment, especially during the critical fruiting stages. However, we must address the elephant in the room. Just because something is natural does not mean it is harmless. There are real benefits to using banana peel water, but there are also significant risks if used incorrectly. The benefits are clear: improved fruit sweetness, better drought tolerance due to potassium's role in water regulation, stronger root systems, and a reduction in chemical fertilizer dependency. It is free, sustainable, and reduces household waste. It also improves soil structure over time by adding organic matter. But here is the warning: improper application can harm your tree. The biggest risk is attraction of pests. Banana peels, even when soaked, retain sugars. If you leave solid pieces of peel on the surface of the soil around your mango tree, you are inviting ants, flies, rodents, and even larger pests like raccoons or stray dogs. These pests can damage the bark, disturb the roots, or spread disease. Therefore, you must never throw whole peels at the base of the tree without proper burial or processing. Another risk is mold and fungal growth. If the water is not diluted properly, or if the soil is already waterlogged, adding more organic moisture can encourage root rot or fungal pathogens like Phytophthora, which is a major killer of mango trees. Mangoes hate wet feet. They need well-draining soil. Pouring concentrated sugary water onto saturated soil creates a breeding ground for disaster. Furthermore, while rare, an imbalance can occur. If you rely solely on banana peel water, you might neglect nitrogen. Since banana peels are low in nitrogen, a young mango tree that is still trying to grow its trunk and canopy might become nitrogen deficient if you only give it potassium. This would result in stunted growth and pale leaves. It is a supplement, not a total replacement for a balanced fertility program. Finally, there is the issue of fermentation gases. If you ferment the peels in a sealed container without releasing pressure, the bottle can explode, and if you apply freshly fermented, undiluted liquid directly to the roots, the high acidity and alcohol content from fermentation can burn delicate root hairs. Always dilute, always err on the side of caution. The goal is to feed the tree, not to shock it. So how do we apply this correctly? Here is a step-by-step method to prepare and use banana peel water safely and effectively for your mango tree. Step 1. Collection and preparation. Save your banana peels. You can use yellow peels or even black overripe ones. In fact, the darker the peel, the more broken down the cellular structure is, which can make nutrient extraction easier. Rinse the peels briefly to remove any surface pesticides or dirt, though this is less critical if you are composting later. Chop the peels into small pieces, roughly 1-inch squares. This increases the surface area, allowing water to extract nutrients more efficiently. Step 2. Extraction method. You have two choices: cold soak or fermentation. For beginners, I recommend the cold soak. Place the chopped peels in a clean glass jar or plastic bucket. Fill it with water. Use a ratio of about 3 to 4 peels per gallon of water. Cover the jar loosely with a lid or cloth to keep dust out, but allow airflow. Let it sit at room temperature for 24 to 48 hours. Do not leave it longer than 3 days, or it will begin to rot and smell foul. If you choose fermentation for a more potent brew, place the peels and water in a container, cover it loosely, and let it sit for 2 weeks. Burp the container daily to release gas. After 2 weeks, strain the liquid. This fermented version is stronger and must be diluted more. Step 3. Straining. Regardless of the method, strain the liquid through a fine mesh sieve or cheesecloth. Remove all solid particles. You do not want solid bits clogging your watering can or sitting on the soil surface. Compost the leftover solids. Do not throw them away. Step 4. Dilution. This is critical. For the cold soak, 24 to 48 hours, dilute the liquid with fresh water at a ratio of 1 to 5. That means 1 part banana water to 5 parts fresh water. For the fermented version, 2 weeks, dilute at 1 to 10. It should look like weak tea, not thick sludge. Step 5. Application. Water your mango tree at the drip line. The drip line is the imaginary circle on the ground directly below the outermost tips of the branches. This is where the majority of the active feeder roots are located. Do not pour it directly against the trunk, as this can cause collar rot. Slowly pour the diluted solution around the drip line, ensuring it soaks into the soil. Apply approximately 1 to 2 gallons of the diluted mixture per tree, depending on the tree's size. For a young sapling, use half a gallon. For a large mature tree, you can go up to 3 or 4 gallons. Step 6. Clean up. Rinse your container thoroughly to prevent mold buildup for the next batch. Timing is everything in gardening. Using banana peel water at the wrong time can be ineffective or even detrimental. First, know when not to use it. Do not apply banana peel water during the peak of the rainy season if your soil is already saturated. Mango trees are susceptible to root rot, and adding extra moisture when the ground is soggy is a recipe for disaster. Wait until the soil has dried out slightly. Also, avoid applying it immediately after pruning if the tree is stressed, although this is a minor concern compared to soil moisture. Do not use it on very young seedlings in pots unless heavily diluted, as their root systems are tiny and sensitive to any change in osmotic pressure. Now, for the ideal time. The best time to start using banana peel water is just before the flowering season begins. In many tropical regions, this is during the cooler, drier months. Applying it now gives the tree the phosphorus and potassium it needs to initiate strong flower buds. Continue applying it through the fruit set stage when the tiny fruits are forming. This is when the demand for potassium is highest to support fruit expansion and sugar accumulation. You can also apply it during the vegetative growth phase, but pair it with a nitrogen source, such as composted manure or a balanced organic fertilizer, to ensure the tree gets enough leaf-building fuel. As for frequency, reapply every 2 to 3 weeks during the active growing and fruiting seasons. Do not overdo it. Remember, this is a supplement. Once a month is sufficient for maintenance. During the dormant period, usually the coldest part of winter or the height of the dry season depending on your climate, you can pause applications. The tree's metabolic rate slows down and it requires less frequent feeding. So what results can you expect? And when? Patience is key. This is not a miracle drug that works overnight. Within the first week, you likely won't see visible changes above ground. The activity is happening underground. The microbes are breaking down the organic compounds, and the roots are beginning to absorb the potassium and phosphorus. By the second to third week, if your tree was slightly deficient, you may notice the leaves becoming a deeper, richer green. This is the magnesium and improved overall health taking effect. The leaves may appear more turgid and firm, indicating better water retention thanks to the potassium. Over the course of 1 to 2 months, during the flowering and fruiting stage, you will start to see the real payoff. Flower clusters may appear more robust and hold on better, reducing premature drop. As the fruits develop, you should notice they are sizing up well. But the true test comes at harvest. The mangoes should feel heavier for their size, indicating higher water and sugar content. When you bite into them, the flavor should be more intense and sweet compared to previous years, where you didn't use this supplement. Long-term, over 6 months to a year, you will notice the tree is more resilient. It will bounce back faster from heat stress or minor droughts. The soil around the drip line will become darker and crumblier, indicating improved organic matter and microbial life. The tree's overall vigor will increase, leading to more consistent yields year after year. Remember, gardening is a marathon, not a sprint. Banana peel water is a tool in your toolkit, a way to work with nature rather than against it. It connects your daily life to your garden in a tangible, rewarding cycle. If you found this guide helpful, imagine what else we can uncover together. Gardening is full of these hidden connections between everyday items and plant health. Don't guess, know. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could transform your harvest. Share this video with a fellow gardener who loves mangoes or anyone looking to reduce waste while boosting their garden's health. Leave a comment below telling me if you've tried banana peel water before or what other kitchen scraps you're curious about. I read every comment and love hearing from our growing community. Thanks for watching, happy growing, and I'll see you in the next one.